Hi TikTok, my name is Taima. I have three autoimmune related diseases on top of PCOS. I have been wanting to share my story and a story of successes because it has been over a 13-year journey, not only to just get diagnosed, but actually to start feeling better. And now that I'm feeling better, I am in perimenopause. So I thought that I would dedicate my TikTok page to several series surrounding my story on my three autoimmune related diseases, how I got there, the diagnosis of PCOS, the blood work that I ended up getting to get there, and then how to deal with everyday life with autoimmune, especially when there are flare ups. And now that I am in a major flare up, I felt like I needed to show you what that actually means, how to suppress those symptoms and continue to live your life normally. I really hope that you give me a little follow the journey along. I would really like to create a community that we can all share ideas, success stories on what has worked for each one of us, and more importantly, share the data that's out there and hopefully encourage our government officials to actually give us food and not processed junk that affects not only us as adults, but our own children. That not only includes food, but actually water. Our water has been filled with forever chemicals, with microplastics that are now being found in placenta of fetuses, and it's getting quite concerning. So I would like to share this journey along, and that would also include showing you pretty much what I eat on a daily or weekly basis, but on a budget. So like I said, I hope that you will consider following along. I would love to follow your journeys along as well. And let's help one another. I hope to see you again, and hopefully I'll be able to post my part one this weekend so that you can follow along, especially when it comes to how I got a final diagnosis 13 years later, which is something that I think a lot of you have been searching, especially as I have been following a lot of stories surrounding PCOS, insulin resistance, the use of the semaglutide like the Ozempic, and the success stories that many of you have had. But what happens afterwards, right? Like what happens when we have to suppress the use of semaglutide? What happens if our doctor says, well, let's get off of it now? What do we do next? And that is what I would like to kind of create, this collaboration of what has worked for so many of us, and seeing if we can actually turn that into some form of change here in the United States, especially when it comes to, again, our food sources and our water sources, which are pretty much junk at this point in time. So thank you for your time, and I look forward to interacting with all of you. Thanks for following along.